Time for another reaction video. Today we are reacting to Keanu Reeves English. Let's do it. Hey there, how's it going? Thiago here, and welcome to another episode of the podcast. In case you're new here, this podcast is intended to help intermediate and advanced learners of English communicate with more confidence, more accuracy, more clarity, and more awareness. If this sounds like something you want for yourself and your English, subscribe to the channel here on YouTube and follow the show if you are on Spotify or Apple Podcasts.
Hey everybody, I'm back here with Keanu Reeves. Keanu, you're always great to talk to.
Oh, that's kind.
And it's always an honest conversation, an interesting conversation, but really surprising answers. Everybody loves seeing you. But here,
it's interesting that the host said, everybody loves seeing you. So the verb love accepts both the gerund and the infinitive after. So you could say, everybody loves seeing you, like we just heard, or everybody loves to see you. It's the same meaning pretty much here, okay?
here's the thing is that people think I get to know the people that I'm interviewing. And it's just a short period of time to actually sort of penetrate to the soul of a human being.
I like that. It's just a short period of time to penetrate to the soul of a human being. He's being funny, but it's such a short period of time to get to know his guests, right?
And I really want to know my guests on a deeper level. And so
on a deeper level, very nice collocation. When you get to know someone on a deeper level, you learn a lot about that person, okay?
Did here, the Late Show Labs put together a series of 15 questions. Okay. After which, once these questions have been asked and answered, the guest is known fully.
Oh, okay. The whole thing.
Guys, very nice here. He's using passive voice. The host is using passive voice a couple of times here. Let's go back a little bit. Let me play that part again.
Okay. After which, once these questions have been asked and answered.
Once these questions have been asked and answered, this is passive voice, okay? He's focusing on the action, not on who is going to ask or answer those questions. But did you hear that structure again? Once these questions have been asked and answered.
The guest is known fully.
The guest is known fully. Passive voice. The active voice version here would be, we know the guest fully, or everybody knows the guest fully. But he's using passive voice. The guest is known. Known is the past participle of the verb know. The guest is known fully. I love that. Passive voice. There you go.
Oh, okay. The whole thing.
They're fully known.
The whole 15 questions.
15 questions, and that does it. And I want you to know that you actually are one of the major inspirations for doing the Colbert questionnaire, because several years ago, I asked you a question, one of the questions I'm about to ask you. I have your answer here, but I'll get to it. I just want you to know the answer that you gave us from one of these questions, just a random question that I asked you in an interview, actually led to this questionnaire, and people will know it when I get to it. Okay. Are you ready to be known, Keanu Reeves?
Absolutely not.
Again, are you ready to be known? Passive voice. Are you ready to be known by people? And then Keanu was being funny, yeah? Absolutely not, right? Nice.
Keanu Reeves.
Yes.
What is the best sandwich?
Oh, best sandwich, you mean like for me?
It's interesting, guys, because normally, we don't pronounce the D for sandwich, you know? We drop the D and we just say sandwich. But when the host asked the question, he pronounced the D very clearly there. Sandwich. But if you hear Keanu responding right after, and even the host after, when he speaks more loose, more relaxed, he doesn't really pronounce the D for sandwich, yeah? So the first time he asks the question, yes, we hear a clear sandwich. But then you're going to hear just sandwich, without the D. Listen again.
Keanu Reeves.
Yes.
What is the best sandwich?
Oh, best sandwich, you mean like for me?
Who else would you answer for?
I don't know. You could set up at your lab a whole kind of, what would go into the best sandwich, balance of flavors. And,
that is a valid if hostile response.
Okay, I'll answer the question. I'll answer the question.
For you, to Keanu Reeves, I want to know you. I don't want to know sandwiches. I want to know Keanu Reeves. To Keanu Reeves, what is the best sandwich, sir?
Today I'm going to choose.
So he doesn't say I'm gonna choose, nor I'm going to choose. He's kind of in the middle, in the middle of the way there. I'm going to choose, he says. I'm going to choose. Today I'm going to choose, okay? The to gets reduced to a do, or even a nu there. Let's hear that again. I'm going to choose.
I want to know Keanu Reeves. To Keanu Reeves, what is the best sandwich, sir?
Today I'm going to choose.
He goes do. It's a very light D. I'm going to choose do. I'm going to choose.
Toasted crunchy peanut butter with toasted toast. Crunchy peanut butter with honey.
Okay, toasted crunchy peanut butter with honey. Okay. Something crunchy is something that makes that noise, that crunchy noise when you put it in your mouth when you are chewing it, like, crunchy, right?
Wow. Bold.
Yeah.
That's bold. That's
Sweet.
bold.
Bold. That's bold. If you call someone bold or something bold, in this case, it means that you mean that is brave. That's bold. That's brave. Like, peanut butter and honey. It's a bold combination, like a brave combination.
Bold and savory.
Oh, and the Lord.
Nice word here. Let me go back here.
Bold.
Yeah.
That's bold. That's
Sweet
bold.
And savory.
Oh, and
sweet and savory. Savory is the opposite of sweet. If food tastes sweet, well, you know what it tastes like. But savory is the opposite. If something tastes savory, it tastes more salty. It's the opposite of sweet. Okay? So peanut butter and honey. There you go.
The Lord.
And crunch, right?
Yes. What's the one thing that you own that you really should throw out?
Oh, gosh. One thing.
Throw out, yeah? Eliminate from your life. What is the one thing
I own that I should really throw out? I should really throw it away, Reeves. What's that you can? It's so difficult for me to throw things away. I'm a little bit of a pack rat.
Look at your attic.
So difficult for him because he's a little bit of a pack rat. Okay, a pack rat is a person like that. Is a person who collects things unnecessarily, just accumulates and collects things, not because the person needs it, but you are a pack rat. So apparently he's a bit of a pack rat. He's saying so very hard for him to, discard things and objects.
Get your garage in your mind.
What should I throw away? Oh, I don't want to throw anything away.
He's so likable, man. I mean, I think it's funny. It's interesting how some people, they are able to, pass an image or give off a certain vibe very easily. When I look at Keanu, interacting with the host and talking, he's very likable. I think the word that comes across to me is likable. He's a very likable person. He seems likable, like the kind of guy that you want to hang out with, just, chill and have a drink and have a conversation with,
What should I throw away? You know what? I don't have an answer for that. It's too much.
Do you live a Spartan life? Is there nothing?
Obviously not.
All right. So nothing.
And can you believe that he's already in his 50s? He's already in his 50s, guys, and he looks so jovial, like I'm not talking about the appearance per se, but the spirit, the way he carries himself is very loose, laid back, but in a positive way, and he's in his 50s already. It's incredible. Very youthful way of, speaking here.
Everything is essential.
It is right now.
What is the scariest animal?
The scariest animal. When I was a kid, I always spiders.
Yes, sir.
Spiders.
Yes, sir.
Spider with the thing.
Yes. 100%. That's a good answer. That's a good answer. Apples or oranges?
Apples.
Yes. Because you can put crunchy peanut butter on an apple.
So
what
good.
a combination.
It's so good.
What a combination. Have you ever asked someone for their autograph?
Yes.
May I ask whom?
Lou.
May I ask whom? Okay, so it's interesting how he's using whom here. Okay, may I ask whom? Yeah, instead of may I ask who? All right. Let me go back here a little bit. May I ask whom? Like, whose autograph have you asked for?
Have you ever asked someone for their autograph?
Yes.
May I ask whom?
Lou Reed.
Lou Reed, nice. Lou Reed is was the singer and guitar player of Velvet Underground. The Velvet Underground, if I'm not mistaken, Velvet Underground, a band. I believe it's a 70s band, alternative rock.
Did you get it?
Did you get it? Did you get the autograph? Lou Reed's autograph.
Yes.
Wow.
But it wasn't for me. It was for a friend.
It was for a friend. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And he was cool about it.
Lou Reed was cool about
He
it.
was.
All right.
He was cool about it. When you are cool about something, it's okay. Like, oh, yeah, sure. I mean, I can give you an autograph. Like, I'm cool about it. No problem. Okay. You are cool about something.
But the friend, when you got him Lou Reed's autograph, was
Yeah, that was cool. It was like a little piece of paper and it was like blue ink. Yeah, it was good.
He said piece of paper. Let's see. Let's hear that again, guys, very quickly.
But the friend, when you got him Lou Reed's autograph, was
Yeah, that was cool. It was like a little piece of paper and it was like,
Yeah, he barely pronounces the F for of, like piece of paper. He goes more like piece of paper. It was a little piece of paper like that, piece of paper.
blue ink. Yeah, it was good. Just
Blue ink. If you have a pen, the pen writes with ink, right? Ink is the colored, liquid inside the pen that actually allows it to write. So it was a blue ink. Yeah. In this case, could be blue, could be black,
said Lou Reed.
would have been really disappointing if it didn't say Lou
I
Reed.
know, but it could have said all my best or like, you know what I mean?
All the best. With admiration,
Yeah,
Lou
with,
Reed.
with all my,
Have a great summer. Don't ever
a great-
change, Lou Reed.
Happy holidays.
I'll remember our time up at the lake. Lou Reed. Happy Hanukkah, Lou Reed.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You never know. It's Lou Reed.
Okay, so this is the one that I've asked you before.
Oh, I asked for another one.
What?
Have asked you before. Listen again to the host here. Have asked you. So he says, asked you. I have asked you before. This is, I have asked you. But then the D there for asked, when combined with the Y for you, we make this j sound. Asked you. Asked you. Jew. Jew. Asked you before. Asked you before. Listen to that part again.
With admiration,
Yeah,
Lou
with,
Reed.
with all my,
Have a great summer. Don't ever
a great-
change, Lou Reed.
Happy holidays.
I'll remember our time up at the lake. Lou Reed. Happy Hanukkah, Lou Reed.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You never know. It's Lou Reed.
Okay, so this is the one that I've asked you
Oh,
before.
I asked for another one.
What?
George Carlin.
George Carlin, did you
George Carlin, he was a stand-up comedian, very famous one in the US, so.
get Carlin's? Oh, I'm so jealous. I'm such a fan.
Yeah. Yeah. He is beautiful. Beautiful. But he gave me an autograph.
Wow.
And
Usually we say beautiful in terms of appearance to refer to women. Oh, she's a beautiful woman. Okay. For men, we usually say handsome. But here, Keanu is talking about a guy, about the stand-up comedian, right? And he's calling him beautiful. But in that case, it's more like beautiful as a person, like, nice guy, nice person, So you can also call someone beautiful, like, oh, you are a beautiful person, a beautiful man, to mean the personality, the person, the beautiful person, not necessarily the appearance.
yeah.
Well, that was for you.
Yeah. But I don't know. I can't swear on this show, right?
I can't swear on this show. When you swear, you say bad words. We did the Joe Rogan reaction a few weeks ago, right? And in that clip, there was a lot of swearing. It was Joe Rogan and Adam Sandler. They were swearing a lot, like using a lot of bad words. So Keanu is asking, I can't swear on this show, can I?
No.
You can swear. Sure, go ahead.
No.
You can swear. Yeah, cool.
It was really funny because George Carlin, he wrote, what did he write? He wrote, I think it was Dear Keanu, you.
Yeah. Lovely.
That's pretty great.
Yeah.
That's pretty great.
And I thought that was
very sweet.
Yeah, and I always thought that like he just wrote that for me.
Yeah.
And then I met someone else who said that he wrote the same thing to them.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So this is the question I've asked you before that inspired the entire Colbert Questionnaire series. I asked you, what do you think happens when we die? And you answered several years ago,
I know that the ones who love us will miss us.
Which is a lovely
Nice answer, right? Yeah, I like that answer.
Would you like to amend that
I mean, it's the truth, you know?
answer in any way?
No, I don't want to amend that.
So the host is asking, oh, that was a lovely answer, but would you like to amend that in any way? When you amend something, you make minor changes to it to upgrade it or to make it better. So the host is saying, hey, you gave that answer in 2019, a few years ago. Do you want to amend that answer? Like, do you want to improve on that answer? Maybe change it and answer something differently now? And Keanu say, no, I don't want to amend that answer. That is the answer.
You're asking me again?
No, we can move on.
Oh, okay.
You've given me the answer.
Oh, okay.
That one's been banked. We have that one on file.
Okay. Okay.
Favorite action movie?
Gosh.
And you can be in it. So,
Gosh.
okay, if you're in it.
Really?
Yeah, you can name one of your own movies.
No, but when I was a kid, Rollerball.
James Caan.
James Caan. John.
Rollerball is a movie from the 70s. It's a sci-fi, it's a mix of sci-fi and sports. Apparently there's this very ultra-violent sport that is played. And that's the movie that Keanu Reeves is talking about here. And James Caan is the actor, the main actor in that movie. James Caan, by the way, is in The Godfather. He plays Sonny Corleone, Vito Corleone's oldest son. That's James Caan.
On the thin. John.
Yeah, sure.
Like it was, violence, a game, and philosophy, social commentary. Fantastic.
Window or aisle?
Window.
Window or aisle. This is on the plane. When you fly, when you travel by plane, you can choose where you sit, what kind of seat you want. You can choose a window seat. In that case, you sit by the window, or the aisle seat. Okay, the aisle is that little, let's say, corridor, that little space in between the chairs, So you prefer the window or the aisle seat. Okay? It's interesting that the S here is silent, right? We don't say aisle, we don't pronounce the S. It's just aisle. So window or aisle?
Fantastic.
Window or aisle?
Window.
Because you don't mind getting up to go to the bathroom and making the person on the aisle stand up every
I got
time you go?
View.
You got the view, okay. Favorite smell?
Today I'm going to pick my 1974 Norton Commando when the engine warms up.
Okay. He's talking about his bike, Norton Commando. All right? 1974, is that what you said? 1974 Norton Commando, that's the bike.
Pick my 1974 Norton Commando when the engine warms up, when you've been given a good go, the oil.
You see, he's talking about the bike, the motorcycle. When the engine warms up, when you give it a good go. When you give it a good go, I suppose, is when you maybe accelerate the bike, and it goes, this is giving it a go and warming up the engine, okay?
And the engine heats up, and the smell that comes off the engine is really good.
I like that. Let's just go back here, guys. Let's watch that answer again about the bike, in full. Favorite smell.
Today I'm going to pick my 1974 Norton Commando when the engine warms up, when you've been given a good go, the oil in the engine heats up, and the smell that comes off the engine is really good.
All right, I like it. I like it. Yeah, that's nice. Cats or dogs, sir? Cats or dogs? Dogs?
Yeah, but I'm starting to really like the cats, though, too, now.
Okay. You only get to listen to one song for the rest of your life. What is it?
One song. I'm going to take Joy Division's Love Will Tear Us Apart.
Oh, that's a nice one. Joy Division. Great band, yeah. I think Keanu is very much into alternative rock, it seems. Like, he was talking about Lou Reed from the Velvet Underground. And now Joy Division, another alternative rock from the 70s, late 70s, yeah. Love Will Tear Us Apart. Great.
Nice. Big response over there. What number am I thinking of?
6.
No.
3.
No, I only get one guess. Describe the rest of your life in 5 words.
What?
Describe the rest of your life in 5 words.
What kind of question
is that? It's not a question, it's a demand.
It's a demand. When you demand something, you don't ask. You demand, like, hey, do it. Okay? Again, the host is being funny.
There's no question mark there.
Okay, well then I'm gonna be hopeful. Health, love, friendship, create art, motorcycles.
Keanu Reeves, you are known. Congratulations.
Remember the passive voice? You are known. Yeah, now you are known after having answered all these questions. Congratulations.
Thank you, Keanu. Keanu Reeves, everybody. We'll be right back.
Nice, guys. Awesome. All right, quick impressions on Keanu Reeves' English. In terms of level of difficulty or vocabulary, nothing really to mention here. I mean, he spoke using very, simple, basic words. But what caught my attention in this clip was his likability. He's a very likable person. At least he seems to be very likable. He smiled throughout the whole clip, so he was smiling. Smiling is very nice for you to be more likable as a person. The more you smile, the more maybe attractive and appealing you seem to people. So he did that, and he spoke in a very chill way. Again, he seemed very chill, very relaxed, but not like too relaxed. When I did the Joe Rogan reaction a couple of weeks ago, it was Joe Rogan and Adam Sandler. I found that they were super chill, but very informal at the same time, like really casual. Here you can see 2 guys having a conversation that is chill. It is informal, but not too informal, So it was chill, but not that informal. It was just peaceful, serene, It was lighthearted, And I think the word likability, that's the word that comes to my mind here after seeing Keanu in this clip. He's a very likable person. And that's all I have for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed today's reaction, and I hope you learned a lot. And again, leave me your suggestion, your recommendation of who I should react to next time. Whose English should I react to next time? If you want to join my private community and have access to exclusive content and some really cool bonuses, link in the description, also in the pinned comment below, in the show notes as well. And of course, subscribe to the channel here on YouTube and follow the show on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Guys, I'm Thiago. I'm signing off. Thank you so much, and I'll be talking to you very soon in the upcoming video. Bye-bye.